Hello and happy Tuesday. Okay, kissy time. How are you today? This is Robert. I'm Holly.
I just had a poor connection,
Uh-uh.
which means I won't be in high
I think
definition.
Steven is your
Hey, Steven.
number one fan on your
If
feed.
if you're watching this in replay, hey Deborah. If you're watching this in replay, hi Ira. If you're watching in replay, write in the comments what time of day you're watching.
That doesn't mean
Only if you're watching in
Not
replay.
Ira,
You
not Steven,
guys
not
who are
Deborah.
watching live, you
Oh,
can't hear.
that's I think on your end.
Huh. I don't know. Ira, can you hear me? Yeah, there's nothing I could do on here, audio-wise.
So I started my day at my Believe Inspire Grow meeting in Whippany, and the topic was talking about blogging, which we do, and to go around, so we get right to the program.
Thanks,
Chris, our leader of the Whippany pod, said, finish this sentence. Call me when. So I can't ever just do one thing. I always have to do two things. But most people, it was a really easy way to start a sentence, call me when, especially when it comes to for your business. So when I think about it professionally, it was one train of thought. When I thought of it personally, it was another train of thought. And I think, okay, well, our lives, call me when. So most people today don't call, they text. And I think that that's their preferred communication.
Well, you were just yelling at Lindsay 15 minutes ago.
About what?
About, like, she was having this whole conversation with someone via text.
No, it was email.
And you said pick, or email. I said pick up the phone
Right, I
and
did say that.
call.
So, to me, to make sure that everything's clear, we're on the same page, so everyone's comfortable, I believe in the phone call. Hello, Mindy. So, call me when. So, right away, the first thing, well, before I say what call me when, okay, I would like to ask you, please finish the sentence. Call me when.
You're ready.
Okay. You're ready to do what?
Anything.
Anything.
I gotta pick you up. I gotta
call-
take you somewhere. I gotta...
Okay, so that's what comes to your mind.
Yeah.
Right? Call me when you need me. Call me when you want to talk. Call me when you're ready to do whatever. Okay? But that's also, and I think about that because we say, call me when. And the first thing came to my mind was, call me when you need a pep talk. So I really feel that that is something that
You want people to call you when they need a pep
when
talk?
they need a pep talk. Yeah, and now you have a few people that have.
Okay.
Set, and even trying to think. Actually, you know who's done that?
No.
Diane.
Yeah.
Beautiful Diane has said, I need a Holly pep talk, okay? And there are other people, you know, I really do believe people get stuck. People get stuck's the word. But people sometimes just need a little oomph. They need a little something. Push. Oomph is push. Good. Thank you for being my dictionary. Oomph equal push. So call me when you need a pep talk. Call me when you need to, call me when you get home. Did Deborah write that? Can you scroll down a little bit? I think Deborah wrote that, right? Yes, call me when you get home. Call me when you need me. Call me when you can. Call me when you want to connect with others. That is actually something that I love doing the most. You can call me, you could text me for that too. I'm happy to connect you. But then I was thinking about professionally, and that's actually how most people answer. Call me when a realtor would say you're looking to buy or sell a house. Call me when you want to not spend a lot of time on your mails and you want to use Color Street. You can contact Donna or Debbie. Where's Paul?
Hey, Joe.
Do you know Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. You know everybody on your Facebook feed?
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah, it's a Livingston Dad.
Hello, Livingston Dad. So, call me when. Okay, so I was thinking about you. I want to publicly say thank you to my in-house documentarian, videographer, for creating that. Hey, Drew. That's a cool event planner. Call, I mean, my standards are so high, and I think you're an amazing videographer. I do think that Carly Storm is a very talented photographer.
Yes, she captured
slash
you
document-
beautifully.
Thank you. And I asked you to, we should definitely connect, Drew.
Hey, Martha.
So I had asked, right, this was with intent,
Donna.
right? Because you said to me, yes, let's, Drew. Hey, everybody coming on. Thank you, Drew. Is Robert, I asked Robert, we were going to the photo shoot about a month ago, and we were going to an event in the city at the Harvard Club. And
That was a consumer event.
Products Expo. So I had asked Carly if
We have a good show coming up Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to the cheese show. Yeah, I'm so grateful. So my friend, I don't need that. My friend Mara from high school, that is, her husband runs the World's Best Cheese. Is that what it's called? World's Best Cheese. It's a B2B
cheese.
show, but she's.
It's a lot
Thank
of
you so
cheese.
much, Mara, for putting us on the list.
Thank you, Deborah. So we're gonna we'll do some live video from there. Yesterday we were live. Were you finished? You're right. You could
No.
continue.
Well, yes, we could talk about yesterday's live. We didn't go live, but we captured some live that I think people were very grateful that we did share that as a live stream opportunity, which is the power of this. But Robert's, so I had asked Robert that day, please, can you come and can you just kind of record what we're doing? And capture the behind the scenes, which Robert happens to excel at. He excels at anything video. And actually, when I met Carly, I felt like I knew there was something very savvy about her. I knew that she had the gift of someone behind the lens, but also someone who would know how to deliver something to achieve the essence of the people she's working with. And you have done that. You have recorded countless events and people for a variety of occasions and events. Birthdays, anniversaries, tributes, retirements, weddings, bar mitzvahs, and the births of our children. Yes, she loves cheese.
Who doesn't love cheese?
We love cheese too. But so Carly is very talented. But I asked Robert if you could. I mean, he's been documenting me, and he always makes me feel like a superstar and a model. But I have to say that Carly, I really had fun during this photo shoot. And I kept saying, can you please share the behind the scenes? Because honestly, Robert said, it's enough of you, Holly. And I said, Robert, honestly, I know I was the subject and I know I was the person that you were recording. And I asked you to do that with intent as a thank you to Carly. But honestly, I really wanted to do it for Carly. And I have to say, I really think the whole thing should have been documented that way. And we could have seen the whole day with everybody. But you're mine, and I really didn't even think about the whole day until I got there to even know what I was going to experience. So it was really cool. Hey, Joy, it was really cool to see what transpired. And for the most part, I was, it was fun. And, I thank you. I thank you. I love that video. And Carly loved it too, and that's what mattered to me. So I felt special. I felt like a model. And I am using those photos. She is having a headshot day in September. I am telling you, I am using those photos. Like, I've already updated my Facebook profile. I'm going to update LinkedIn and Instagram. And we have
We've
couple.
taken out 3 billboards.
We did ask, that's a good idea. We did ask Carly at the end of the shoot if she'd take a few of us. So Robert did record, post one of us that I love. Because we work together, I like having photos of us. But the last thing I want to say before Robert talks about where we went live yesterday is that, which you may know if you tuned in, and I think some of you did, is call me when. So seriously, call me when you are curious or open to wanting to understand more about the power of a healing plant known as cannabis, call me when you want to really understand it as something that can benefit your health and wellness.
Hey, Teresa.
Something that can, hey Teresa, that can help either your life and or impact someone else's life that you know. So we coin ourselves the new faces of cannabis. I think that's because we're in between our kids and our parents, and we really want everybody to have to be happy and healthy and pain-free. So, and that means mind, body, and spirit. So call us when you have anything to do with the world of cannabis and the cannabinoids and the terpenes and anything to do with the benefits that this plant has to offer, right? So tell them about yesterday. Oh, and call Robert when you want the best. You can call me too, because I have my hotline right to him. If you really, when it comes to video, call me when you cannabis. Yes, that's good, Deborah. Call me when you cannabis. Yes, you can. So my bracelet, I love it, and I saw Peggy today. She was there, and it was her cousin who spoke about the blogging, Kathleen. So, and I told you Kathleen has 39,000 followers on Instagram. That's a lot of followers, honey. So, call me when you cannabis. Yes, call me or call Robert when you want the best video, because only good video is really watched. And people say do more video. It has to be good. It has to be watchable.
Unless there's naked people in it.
No, and then it doesn't matter.
Then even bad video with naked people in it get watched.
Depends what those people look like.
Doesn't matter really.
So we saw. Who did we tell them what we did? We saw.
That's a freaking squirrel, if I had a guess, that just jumped onto my.
Yep. Oh look.
You see the squirrel?
That's amazing.
Hanging upside down.
It's amazing. And that's called a bat? What is it?
No, a baffle?
A baffle.
Hey, jump.
Hey, Lee. Look at this. Look at this. The squirrel's eating all the food. Look at that. Crazy. That is unbelievable how that is one strong, fit squirrel.
It's a hungry squirrel.
No, that's actually more accurate. So tell them where we were yesterday in Verona.
You just told them.
Where were we? Hey, Craig.
We were in Verona for Mikey Sherrill, our representative in Congress.
She does this
District
Monday with
11,
Mikey.
Mondays with Mikey. So she was in Verona, and once again, these townships, make these ridiculous calls. They were supposed to do this afternoon, 5:30 in the afternoon gig with Mikey out on the Oval in front of Verona Municipal Building. Lots of shade trees. They could have put up some little pop-up tents, but the squirrel's back. Hey, get.
Stop. Forget it, Robert. Please. He's hungry. Let him eat. Come on. Tell him.
Birds.
Can you just tell everybody
So
what
they
we
moved.
experienced?
So Mikey had this town hall
If you didn't
meeting.
watch
They
our
moved
live
it
yesterday.
inside the town council chambers
I don't
that
know what the big
didn't
deal is.
fit everybody. So everyone had to stand.
There were people in the
and
lobby.
there were a lot of people downstairs had to watch it on TV. Yes, the young lady who was blind, she was awesome. You'll have to watch that to listen to her. But it was, it was great because here's, you're up close and personal with your congressperson, and you can ask her questions and complain and yell and protest, because you're right there with her, right? And, that's kind of her job, to listen to all of that and respond to it.
She is
and
very
she
well
did.
spoken. I like her, actually. Do you like her?
Yeah, she might have thought that. She might be referring to the girl,
She may
young
have.
girl.
Well, she may have. She was very well spoken, the blind girl.
So, Mikey, Congresswoman Cheryl, handled everything very well.
Professionally.
We stayed basically for the whole thing, I think.
We did.
It ended like
There was one last
there was
question.
one last question being asked.
But don't you think they should give the questions like? Shouldn't they just give them and just answer? Like, take as many cards as possible and answer, or do you really?
Well, you see, part of the problem too is people get up and they don't have a question, right? They have a statement
right.
to make.
That's true.
Okay, there were very
Unless
few
they asked.
questions.
Well, the blind girl did ask, "Can you please
Can
support?"
you please support? But that wasn't a question.
No.
Like, where do you stand on such and such? How do you feel about? It was people were getting political. They were making a statement, what they want her to support, what they want her to address. Here's my problem. Okay,
Well, they talked about environmental.
They talked about the water problem.
They talked about guns.
Lead in the water.
Talked about
that
guns.
Right. They didn't talk very much about guns.
No.
Okay, I think they should have talked more about guns.
Yeah.
There was a whole group
talking about
of
assault weapon.
mothers there
They were talking about
in their T-shirts,
yeah,
right?
I forgot the name of the org already. That's not good.
Mothers or
No,
something
no,
like that.
moms. It's in yesterday's live. But wait
Yeah.
a second. No. They
And then there was another group that was chanting, to impeach the president.
but Congressman Mikey Cheryl said Congresswoman. What did I say? Congressman.
Mm-hmm.
Is she did say that our the president is divisive, and they are.
They're calling to impeach, and she explained.
But there was another woman that
why.
said he's morally, like, he has no morals. There's no morals. That this Constitution is not going to be any longer because he considers himself above the Constitution. There's no question about that. And he also is offensive. So it's very hard for people to continue to hear that over and over again.
I mean, people feel like he represents everything that we teach people not to do and not to be like.
But with the guns, they were mostly talking about the assault weapons. And
Right.
also, because they were concerned, what about the people that own them already? And
Well, right. How were you? One of the questions was how if there was an assault weapons ban that was put into place, how would you then be able to enforce that? How do you take the guns away? How do you find out where they are?
so they said
Because
to
there are
first
many
ban
states
the
that don't
guns.
require you to register the gun, so you don't know
Who has them?
who has them.
But there were other people that said first we got to just
But
ban it.
you don't not do it because of that. You do it and you stop any further, and then you work on getting those guns out of
And that's what
people's
she said.
hands.
And that's what she said.
And you do that. You don't just say, well, listen,
Worry
too
about
many
the
guns
people that
out
have
there,
them.
so screw it. We're just not going to do anything.
We got to
about
at least
it,
stop it now.
So
Stop the assault
you have
weapons now.
to
They're for war.
get a handle on things. And they talked about the Second Amendment really does not give the power that people think it gives. It does not allow you to just have any weapon you want, kind of thing. That's not really what that was all about, and there's a lot of discussion about that. But, obviously there has to be something that's done.
Hi, Joey. Thank you for watching.
We can't go around just having people killed like this, on a daily basis. It's just not, we're the only country where it's happening.
And then
like
there was
this,
some people
so
that were like, they couldn't even, like there was one gentleman near us. He's like, you're going to take, I'm going to get my question out no matter what. Now, you try to be civil. This guy, and he did. He stood up at the end. And there was another one also. And I have to say, it was one of her staff members selecting the people. There weren't that many young people.
And I get it, you have a schedule to keep, but you know what?
It should be a little longer. It should have been.
You should stay around basically till you've answered all the questions within reason.
Yeah.
You really,
It was
50 minutes, that's all right. I get it. Great. Thanks. We appreciate whatever time you can share with us. We understand that you're busy.
What did she talk about that
but-
tunnel? Talk about the tunnel she's doing. What the
Yeah, they
heck?
want to build another tunnel
But this is big for
between
her.
Manhattan and New Jersey.
Yeah, but this is like her.
Yeah, well, it's been in
her
the works
thing.
for years. It's been in the works for years.
Just so
and
you know,
years.
Congresswoman Cheryl, she is a veteran. She actually,
To
the
name
other
the
big
pilot.
issue, big issue is healthcare. Big issue. And they actually, she even talked, and I like how she related to her own daughter, her own children. Okay? She talked about with the pharmaceutical companies, and other people, of course, talked about the power and all the corruption in government because of big business and big pharma and all of that. So a lot, everything you're thinking about is what's affecting the whole country. There were things about taxes, the salt taxes that are on for New Jersey. That but then she came back and she said we have some of the best schools in New Jersey. So the thing is, she said things very, very intellectually.
But listen,
right?
she's getting posed these questions on a weekly
Regularly,
basis.
right.
It
They're
doesn't
coming
really,
through.
it may vary a little bit from town to town, but
Right.
you basically everyone has kind of the same concerns and the same issues, week after week after week.
There was
So
some red and
she's-
blue stuff that came up, right?
She's
She said that everyone in New Jersey is pretty much working towards the same stuff, though, right? Like they're kind of on the same page.
but they're like people are clearly frustrated with the current administration
Oh my!
here in New Jersey,
very
without
much
a doubt.
so.
But
But what are we gonna do? Like, what can we do? She said we're working on it.
you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to happen at the polls. That's it. It's gonna have to happen with your vote. If you don't feel like the current administration should be in power, then you have to vote them out.
Morals
It's the
matter.
only way it's gonna happen. It's the only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And
She talks about democracy.
People may say, "Oh, well, listen, come on already, right? Vote. I get it." Well, until you're at 100%
Yes,
of
Deborah.
everyone voting,
Deborah with her pharmaceuticals. Yeah.
if you're, here in Livingston, there's not 100% voter turnout. It's not even a majority voter turnout. So until we get to that point, you can't stop saying, well, you got to vote.
We talked about
Can't complain.
What is there's a
Voting unless you at least complain. Say, listen, I voted. My guy didn't win. My woman didn't win, but I voted. Right? That gives you the right to complain. You didn't vote. Shut the hell up.
But if you did vote, I have to say, I know.
And if you voted for the wrong person last time,
It doesn't
You
mean
can
have to
make
vote
up for it
You don't
this
have to
time.
vote for that person again. And the thing is, do you have morals? Like, what is it that I want to know?
let's not get political here.
I want to
Let's not get
understand it, though, Robert. I
I
really
know.
do. I don't get it. Like, tell me, explain to me. Like,
I don't know. Maybe there's more shitty people out there than we
just
think.
maybe. I don't know. I find it upsetting.
Well, so a lot of people making illegal turns today because they're better than everyone else.
But there was something about Medicare for all. There's a program, or is it Citizens Unite? There's a couple of different.
Citizens United, yeah. There's a lot of shit that I don't understand.
But
To
I
be
will
perfectly
say
honest with you.
there are.
As much as I am aware and I watch and I listen and I read,
Well, I think that.
Deborah, $800 a month
from
down
Kepler,
to 50 a
right.
month.
Right. Well, the thing is, it was interesting when Congresswoman spoke about her own family, saying that there was, also to all the red tape that you got to go through to even, she has insurance. She
Yeah.
says, and even that insurance is, what'd she say, $1,000 deductible per person
It
in
was
the
like
family.
2,000
And she has
no,
six-
it was like
2,000. I'm
2,000
sorry, $2,000. Hey, Alice.
per person, a
2,000
deductible.
deductible per person in a family of 6. That's a big deductible.
Right.
Okay, and that's the insurance that she gets.
Mm-hmm.
And then she talked about, someone, in her family and having to address it. So, that's the other thing. Everybody that's in government,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're families too. I mean, sometimes I just think it's about just like the wealthy are getting wealthier. Like, that's the only other thing I can understand. Because that wealth can provide so many solutions for the world that we live in.
Yeah, of course. And then I just, I just
Oh,
looked
didn't they
at...
talk about something with something with women, abused women, and it being pet friendly? That was maybe from a meeting this morning, an org that's working on that.
I don't know. But anyway, it's,
No,
it's
domestic
good to
violence
get
is
out
hard.
and
There's nothing
have
to
your
guess.
voice heard and listen to
hearing
other people's
voices heard.
see what is important to them, and maybe there are some things that you can support.
And
right?
get
If you have
perspective.
if there's not something that's really burning for you, maybe there's something that's really burning for someone else.
Well, how
that
can I
you
get
can
involved,
lend your
right?
support to,
They
help
get that.
someone else out.
Some people said that. How can I get involved? There was one woman who has, she said she has an event, so she had submitted that, and then she said, and how can I get involved?
And the Congresswoman was eager to connect the people who had issues with her staff,
Right.
so that they could follow up at a later date. Obviously, there wasn't going to be anything that was going to be solved last night in the 50 minutes that she was there, at this town hall meeting. This is a sounding board. This is a place for people to be heard, right? So you get up there and you bang the pots and pans a little bit, you rattle the cage, you make some noise, you maybe then the Congresswoman will say, you know what, here, go over see Jim, and Jim's going to hook you up, and he's going to connect you with who you need to talk to.
Congresswoman Cheryl could say, call me when you have a concern about your town, your state, your
situation in which maybe she
that's
could
impacting your
help, or
life.
someone on her staff
They
can
sound-
help.
So I think that nothing, complaining doesn't get you anywhere. Okay, you really have to be able to reach out to those. She did some. She passed some of the special needs bill. That was how she opened. She actually.
She was excited. Her first piece of legislation was
passed.
passed.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not a very political or government oriented person, but I have to say I think I can appreciate more, and that's why you also, I think, see older people, because it really impacts your lives more as you get older. When you're young, it's like
you're like, Congresswoman, what big deal? What am I gonna?
Like, what am I gonna do? I'm a new voter. I'm not but we do have to inspire our children to understand. First of all, that their vote counts,
and to get involved. I mean, I think everyone should be involved at some level of government, of being aware and of being involved, and of lending your voice to something, that's important to you, whether it's backing a candidate, backing a political party, backing a particular cause. Maybe it's a ballot item. Like, we're going to be pushing really hard if cannabis goes to a ballot. You think we talk about cannabis a lot now? Forget about it.
we're going to be talking about
It's going to be...
because it matters to us.
It matters, and it matters to the people around us, and the people that we know, and the people that we meet, and the people that are suffering.
But we want to do it safely
and find relief in
we
this
want to
plant.
No. But the thing is,
There's no way we're going to stop that.
But someone
No
just sent me
way.
a message behind something about mold
Uh-huh.
and cannabis.
Uh-huh.
And again, you really have to be careful, okay, with toxins and pesticides and,
Yeah.
and any of those kind of things. You really do have to ask more questions about the source, okay? And I know we don't do that with other medications. We probably should.
Yeah,
We probably
you really
should.
You should, but it's just you have to form relationships with people in this space that you trust, that that do have your best interest at heart, that wouldn't put you at risk
or harm.
That you have to move in those circles, and that's what we do, and that's what we're very careful of, and
we're learning
any
every
of the
day.
CBD brands, we do our best to make sure that the lab reports are available, that they're legitimate, that they're reports for the batches of product that they have, that the labs, we learned just recently, right, through Jenny Warringer, about the labs themselves don't always come up to spec. They're not testing at the right level, so there's so much that we're learning and trying to pass along and keep abreast of, and it's a challenge, but we're working on it, and we're going to have some very exciting things to announce in the next couple of weeks about upcoming events, so stay tuned for that.
But call me when you need an amazing videographer. Call me when you want
A pep talk.
A pep talk. You were listening. Call me when you want the best nutrition on the planet. I've got that too. Call me when you want to explore anything in the world of
I'm
cannabis.
getting bitten.
Me too. call me when you feel like having some Holli time.
I'm scratching.
Me too.
Okay,
Okay.
we're going.
Okay.
See you around.
Bye, everybody.